there was someone who wrote to me that my guru is telling me, and she lives in Bali. Her guru tells her that it is not necessary to read Bhagavad Gita or to do some study. It is enough that you do yoga, you do the asanas, and that's it. I really don't understand this notion has come from where, or perhaps the Guru himself does not know what Gita is, what yoga is, and therefore he forbids his disciples from reading it. The first and basic text of yoga is Bhagavad Gita. You cannot understand yoga without understanding at least the gist of Bhagavad Gita. What is yoga for? Why do you go to doctor? Do you go to doctor just to get medicine? Or do you want to become healthy? Medicine is the means. Medicine is not the goal. It is not the destination. It is just the means. You want to become healthy. If you are suffering from some kind of sickness, then medicine is the means. Doctor is the means. Similarly also the asanas that we do, the meditation that we do, everything is the means. What we need is the health. And what do you do with the health? Once you are healthy, what do you do with it? You keep taking medicine. There has to come some time in your life when all these practices, they become part of your routine in the sense they have changed your outlook towards life. Once you know what kind of sickness you are suffering from, and then you have medicine, okay, for some time, but then you have to understand, why do I get sick? Once you understand why do you get sick, what is the cause? If you know the cause, then you will try to change your lifestyle. You will try to change your outlook towards life. There are many people, I have seen many people in my life, who have never been to doctor. They lived up to the age of 80, 90, even 93, somebody I know. He died at the age of 93, and except when he was a child, which he does not really remember about, but from his youth, he has never been to doctor. He never went to doctor. And he was a practicing yogi. He was not spending 2 hours, 3 hours doing asanas, no. 15, 20 minutes in the morning, that's it. And he goes for a brisk walk. You don't keep taking medicine. Medicine is just first aid. Once you are all right, then it becomes routine, okay, There are people, they go for vipassana for days and days altogether, and they keep repeating. Buddha is getting confused because he never advocated that. Buddha never told you to withdraw from the world. In fact, he withdrew from the world and he came back. Once he knew, once he found out, he discovered that the way is the way of moderation or middle way. You don't withdraw completely, you don't remain attached to the world, you are in the world and you are not attached to the world, and yet you do your things. You're professional, you're professional. Whatever you do, you keep doing the same thing, but with a new outlook, with a new attitude towards life. That is what yoga is about. It's not about withdrawing from the world, A lot of people, many people, we are renegades. We are running away from life. A lot of Westerners, they come to the East trying to find peace here. It's just a novelty for you. We don't have peace here. But you come from a different setting altogether, and you come here, you find it novelty, you find it something new for you. There's excitement. There's no peace. The peace is within you. Vice versa. People in the East, they get so bored with the life here. When they have holidays, they go to the West. You come here, they go there. You come here for the sun. You can spend hours and hours sunbathing. But we who live here, we need air conditioning. So, we go to the West to see snow, and you are so bored of seeing snow. So it's just novelty. You're just changing the setting and you feel peaceful. You're excited, you feel peaceful for some time. But that is not what we are looking for. That is not what you are looking for. That is not what I am looking for. So Krishna is telling Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is facing his own cousins as his enemies. He has to fight them. There are forces representing dharma. Dharma is righteousness. There are forces representing adharma, unrighteousness. And he has to take up arms to fight his own cousins, his own uncles, those who stand by adharma, by unrighteousness. And he's trembling, he's shaking. He's shaking, he's trembling, he's asking his mentor, his Guru Krishna, what do I do? What should I do? I'm shaking. Shaking for what? He says it is out of pity. How can I kill them? And Krishna looks at the symptoms. Said, Arjuna, you are not fearful. You are not moved by pity, by compassion. No, you are fearful. This is what we are facing. You living in the West are fearful facing the situation there. We living in the East are fearful facing the situation here. And we are trying to run away. We are trying to run away. You cannot be doing meditation all the time. You cannot be doing asanas all the time. It must change you. It must transform you. You should come here for holidays to enjoy it. Not all the time doing asanas. And I have seen people, they come every 6 months, every year, going for retreats, for days and days altogether. That is running away from the situation. Arjuna is telling Krishna, let me move out of this arena. I don't want to fight. And Krishna is telling Arjuna, what is it that you are fearful about? We are fearful to face a situation for which we have no control. There are so many things happening in the West. I am concerned. So many things happening in the West on which you have no control. And before you realize the demography is changing, things are changing. Whether you like it or no, for good or for bad, things are changing. What should you do about it? What should I do about it? Look at the big picture. Look at the big picture. Why are you here? And this is the message of Bhagavad Gita. Why are you here? Why are you on this planet, in this world, not here in Ubud? Why are you on this planet? Why are you here? There should be a reason. We do not believe that God just sent you like that, created you, and then gives you instruction, worship me. You are created to worship me. No. There should be some reason. There should be some reason. And if I tell you the reason, then that would be my reason. You have to find out your own reason why you are here, why you are on this planet, what are you doing here. And that is where meditation is coming, to find out for ourselves. You cannot live on a borrowed knowledge. If I tell you it is a borrowed knowledge, I should only point the finger, this is the way. But you have to find out yourself. I can share with you. Krishna is sharing his experience with Arjuna. I can share with you, this has been my experience. And my experience is, as the law of economy, what is the maximum risk theory, the theory that I was learning when I was in college? What is the maximum risk theory? If you want to invest in any company or something, what is your maximum risk? Can you bear that risk or no? When you want to invest some money, you go to your bank's treasury or something, they ask you to fill a form. What kind of risk can you take in your life? How much money? 50% of your total investment, 25%? Or you don't want to take risk, then you put your money in the fixed deposit. Even then there is a risk, but very low risk, The maximum risk theory. What is the maximum risk in our life? We die. There cannot be any other risk higher than that. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, the maximum risk is your death. And I remember that I have been born many times. I have died many times. This body is just a garment. When it is worn out, you change it. You change it. Use it. You have been given this body to do something. Not to do Shirshasana 18 hours a day with your head down and feet up. You would have been born a bat then. You wouldn't have been born as a human being. As a bat, yes, you can have your feet up on some tree and your head down. That is not the reason of your birth here. What is the reason? First of all, find out the maximum risk. Maximum risk is this body. Maximum risk is if you have a car, your car can have an accident. It can break down. That is the maximum risk. It can break down and it can be spoiled totally, beyond recovery. That is the maximum risk. Similarly, we can fall sick beyond recovery and we die. And Krishna says this body is just like a vehicle. You cannot be loving your vehicle so much that you put it in the garage. I don't want to use it. I bought this vehicle, I bought this car, it's a beautiful car, and I put it in a garage so that there's no accident, I won't take it to the road. Is it for that purpose that you have been given the body? If you like it that way, fine. You put your body in the museum, and still you'll die. Krishna says, whatever you do, death will come. Death is inevitable. You cannot do anything about it. You don't do anything, you just sit down. In Bali, we have got this balai bengong, You know what is balai bengong? We have one balai bengong out upstairs there, where you just sit idly. Bengong is idle. So there's a place where you just sit idly. Don't do anything. But even then, Krishna says, even when you are sitting in balai bengong, you are sitting idly, you are still doing some work, the work of sitting. And you need someone to supply you with food, with water. Somebody has to be there, right? Yesterday, a few days back, somebody was telling me that, why am I charging money for this place? How do I survive without money? I've been telling you, for the first time when we started this in 2012 or something, it was free. It was free. Everything was free. It was by donation. You can donate anything and you can stay for 3 nights you can stay and you can donate. And we didn't have enough money. After 3 months, we realized it's not working out. People would stay for 3 days, and put 5,000 rupiah note. That is what, $4? No? 40 cents. 40 cents. And then there was a French journalist. She came to me. She told me, come, let me show you. All these people who are staying here. And she took me to a restaurant here. And those people who were staying here, paying 5,000 rupiah, they were drinking avocado juice for 35,000 rupiah. You cannot survive. You have to work. You have to work. Yes, we are not commercial. You can see what we provide and what we are charging is not match. It's not matching. It's not matching. But that's not the point. The point is those who are coming here should be genuine spiritual seeker to find out what truth is. If you just want to learn yoga, you just want to learn meditation, you can do it anywhere. Here you have to live in a yogic manner, live in a meditative manner. It's an experience, it's an experiment with yourself. So Krishna says meditation is just to put you back on the track. You do not go on meditating 21 hours a day. It puts you back on the track and then you go again. You move again. You run again. You cannot avoid these challenges. Arjuna was facing a challenge on the battlefield. We are facing challenge every time. Our battlefield is this society. So you have to face it, Krishna says. The maximum risk is your body, which is decaying. Without us realizing, this body is aging. It's not getting younger. Whatever all those big names tell you that you can reverse your age, no, you cannot. You cannot. Yeah, they can make you believe that you are reversing your age. No, it's not possible. It is simply not possible. You can still look more young. You can look younger than me at my age. You may. But you are not going to reverse your age. So, everything is moving. You cannot stop. You cannot say, no, I am withdrawing. I am withdrawing. If the West withdraws from the challenges that they are facing now, that you are facing the Western countries, you are not alone. We are going to feel the heat. If something happens here in this part of the globe, you are going to feel the heat. If we are producing terrorists, you will have problem. If you withdraw from the challenges and you take it easy, fine, everything is good, we are all divine, we are all Atma, this happened in India 1,000 years ago, 1,500 years ago. Everybody was so happy in the sense, why to hurry? If I don't finish my job now, I'll be born again, The theory of karma can be stretched to any side. So theory of reincarnation, what is so hurry? I'll be back again, I'll continue my job, No, you cannot continue the job. You cannot, because it's a snake and ladder game. You go to number 99, there's a snake there biting you. You go back to number 1 again. It's a cyclic. It's cyclic. It's not evolution in the sense that you go one way. No, it's cyclic. You can return again and again. Samsara. The meaning of samsara is return. Somebody showed me a perfume. Samsara. What a name. In Sanskrit, samsara is to return, cyclic. In Indonesian, sangsara is suffering. How can you name bottle suffering? But that is it. You can have a brand name like poison. So you try to understand. No, you cannot stop. You have to work. You have to work. And now, so because you have to work, so first of all, Krishna says, find out your potential. What is your potential? If you are an artist, if you have a potential as a musician, and somehow your parents, it can happen in the East, maybe in the West it's no more like that. But in the East, if a child tells the parents, I want to become an artist, I want to become a guitarist, the father is telling him or telling her, what will you earn? How will you eat? So you have to be engineer. Now this guy wants to become a guitarist and he ends up becoming an engineer. Or he wants to be an entrepreneur, he wants to be a businessman, he ends up becoming a lawyer or something. It's not matching with the potential. So Krishna says, look at yourself, Arjuna, what is your potential? You are a warrior. Even if you withdraw from this world, you become a monk, your warrior genes are not going to leave you. You are born with that potential. Each one of us, we have already decided what will be my potential based on our karmas and everything. If you withdraw from there, you'll have problem. You are born in the West, that is your choice. I am born in the East, that is my choice. You may have been born in the East, and now born in the West, you may have some attraction towards the East, natural attraction, and I may have that kind of attraction. But find out the reason why you are born in the West at this point of time. We are going through a period of transition. You know, when a woman is pregnant, until the 7th, 8th month, it's okay. But the 9th month is a transition period. She is about to give birth. She is going to enter the labor pains. It's a transition period. We are living in this transitional period. So everything looks topsy-turvy. Everything looks very confusing. Arjuna was living in such a time, in such a period of time. Very confusing time. One yuga, one age was coming to end, another age was starting. So there was confusion, lot of confusion. Similarly, we are living in the same period of time. Bhagavad Gita becomes very relevant now, because we are facing the same challenges. The same challenges. You are not fighting the demons outside. You are not fighting the devil outside. The devil is within each one of us. There is no Satan outside. The Satan that you have been hearing about, he is very religious now. He has already converted. But there is Satan within us. There is demon within us. We are fighting these demons within us. And Krishna says these demons that you have to fight. The demon of weakness, the demon of anger, the demon of, so many demons are there. Jealousy, the demon of moha, attachment, kam, krodh, lobh, moh, kam, desire, obsession towards something. I'm obsessed to, I must have this. There was a time when the West was obsessed with material success, technology, and East was obsessed with spirituality. Now it's the other way around. Technology has not given you any benefit. It is just replicating something. You have iPhone, you have iPad, you have desktop, you have laptop. All these things are doing the same job. But we have been bullied, we have been cheated to believe, no, it is not doing the same job, I must have 4 of them. So we know, in the West, you know that happiness is not there. So you are trying to find it here. We, not learning from you, we go to the West to find happiness. For a commoner in any Asian country, West is a heaven. For you, you come to Bali, Bali is a heaven. We are missing something that we don't have materially, both of us. Missing something here and missing something there, both of us are still having materialistic outlook. Krishna is telling Arjuna, go within. Peace is within you. Anand, happiness is within you. That leave aside, that is your true nature. But beside that, you have got your mind, you have got your body, what you do with that. Your true nature is happiness, your true nature is Anand, bliss, unending happiness. But what about your body? What do you do with this body? Make the best use of it. Make the best use of it. I am not here to help you in this fight. Krishna tells Arjuna, I am here to protect, to defend the righteousness. So when you make money, don't make for yourself alone. Krishna is very clear. If you are making money for yourself alone, you are a thief. Share your blessings. If you can make much more than what you need, fine. Share your blessings with somebody who cannot make money. There are people, they may try anything. They simply cannot make money. It's their destiny, it's their karmas. No, somebody comes to me, he said, no, I don't want to help somebody because he is facing his own karma, and if I interfere, I am doing harm to this person. This is a stupid thinking. Yeah, I am suffering because of my karma, but when you see me suffering and you help me, you are not relieving me from pain. I may not be relieved, but you are doing karma for yourself. You are doing something good for yourself. And we must see the picture clearly. Krishna tells Arjuna, see the picture clearly. If you want to work for animal welfare, fine, you can work for animal welfare, but don't just love dogs and cats and eat beef and meat and chicken. If you really love animals, love all. I am everywhere. The soul is everywhere. You cannot be choosy. No, I want to love cats and dogs. I have nothing to do with pigs and with chicken and I can eat them, I can consume them. So Krishna is telling Arjuna, look at the big picture. Atma is everywhere. Atma is not the soul, it's the spirit. The energy, the life energy is everywhere. The soul comes and goes. When this body cannot function anymore, the soul comes out of this body, and soul is material. Soul is not spiritual as yet. You can weigh the soul, and now it is proven. When clinically somebody is pronounced dead, at that very moment, there is a weight loss of about 32 grams, 1 ounce. And the scriptures of the yogic scriptures, the Vedic scriptures, they say that the weight of the soul is about the tip of the one portion of your finger. It can be perhaps 1 ounce or less than that. If I'm fat, maybe 1 ounce, maybe you are less few grams. So this is material. This is your chip. Soul is your chip. All your obsessions, all my obsessions, all my memories, all my hopes, expectations, everything is there in the soul. Small chip. This goes out from the body. This goes out from the body and there's energy. Still. There's still some prana, some energy. Moving this soul out from the body, and then it's hovering around, looking for another body. Someone is conceiving and then finds, okay, this body could be suitable for me. It takes some time. The soul enters the body when a mother is pregnant for 7th month. about 6.5, 7 months, the soul enters the body. And then starts the new journey. So the soul is coming and going, the body is decaying. The spirit, the Atma, is something else. The Atma is the catalyst agent. It is the catalyst agent. The presence of the Atma is making all this play. It is just like the electricity. The bulb can break. The electricity from the, what do you call, the bangkit, what do you call bangkit? Huh? From generator. From the generator, there is electricity coming here. The generator can break. The bulbs here can break, but electricity remains. Electricity is everywhere. Whether there is generator or no, electricity is everywhere. This Atma, electricity is everywhere. It is not affected. It is not affected. What is the purpose of life, Krishna tells Arjuna? To realize, while you still have this body and making use of this body, working with this body, to realize that you are not the body and you are not the jiva, not the soul that is coming and going. But you are that electricity, you are that. He does not even gives a name to that. You are that, Tattvamasi. You are that. You are neither the body nor the soul. You are that. And that can be realized only when we still have this vehicle. We have to transcend this body consciousness. We have to transcend the soul consciousness and find our true self. But while doing so, Krishna says, look at me. I don't have to go all through all these things. I don't have to work. I know who I am. But yet, as long as I have body, I am working. I am working because this body has to be exhausted also. You cannot keep the body just like that. Let it decay. No. Work. Work according to your potential and work for some purpose, some cause, some higher cause. Do not just work for your family, for your own welfare. No. Krishna says, work for Loka Sangraha, for the collectivity. Work for the benefit, the welfare of all. And this is why every time we end a prayer, every time we end a session, we say, Loka Samasta, Samasta Loka, Sukhino Bhavantu. May all beings, may all the universes, not even beings, may all the universes and all beings living in all those universes live happily. Sarve bhavantu sukhna. May all living beings, and living beings include mountains, trees, streams, everything is alive. This planet is a living organism. All planets are. Everything is alive. May everyone experience happiness. Work for that purpose, not just for your own benefit. That is working without greed. That's the essence of Bhagavad Gita, and there is the essence of yoga. In 18 chapters, 700 verses, Krishna gives the essence of yoga. So all the asanas that we do, all the disciplines of asanas that you may have read, the Ashtanga Yoga. Nowadays, everything is patented. Ashtanga Yoga, somebody has patented it. You cannot patent something like aqua, water cannot be patented. And you ask those people who have patented Ashtanga Yoga, practicing Ashtanga Yoga, do you know what is Ashtanga Yoga? They don't know. There are certain disciplines that you have to follow, not just the asanas. Asana is just one part of it. There's a new translation that I've done for the Sutras of Patanjali where this Ashtanga Yoga is explained. Live Yoga in English. There's a Indonesian version also. So you live this yoga, you practice all these things so that you have a healthy body, you have a healthy mind, you have intelligence, and you can contribute towards this society, contribute towards the world, and live happily, die with a smile. I used to have one master when I was small. I was just in my teens. And this master told me, don't ever call me a religious person until and unless you see me dying, and on my deathbed, if I am smiling, then you consider me religious. If on my deathbed I am complaining, I am in pain, I am in this, so I am not yet religious. So the end of our sojourn on this earth, on this planet, should be happy, happy. The point of living yoga is having a happy ending. Living happily and having a happy ending, you have no regrets, you have nothing. Okay, my journey is over, I'm going back home. Goodbye, Charlie. Thank you.